Hello everyone and welcome to our Razuvious review. Class is in session and I'm going to briefly go over the fight, how to do it properly, and how to position correctly, when to mind control, what weak word to use, so on and so forth. Hopefully this will be helpful, but if you have any questions after watching the video, feel free to shoot me a message on Discord and we can answer your questions or go over anything in further depth as needed. So with that said, I'm going to get it started. As you all know, the fight begins by the priest. As you can see on the right side of my screen, is going to cast Mind Soothe on the moon target. So as you can see here, our priest will slowly inch into range. He will cast Mind Soothe on this target. Once the Mind Soothe successfully lands, he's going to slowly slide down the wall and stop at about this location here. Once he's there at maximum mind control range, he is going to cast mind control on Moon. And then we'll just play the video here until that point. There he is sliding down the wall. He's established max range. He's going to start winding up the cast. Mind control lands. Once the mind control lands, you keep the mob stationary. You swivel the mob 180 degrees so that you're facing Razuvious, and you do not move. You stay planted in that location, waiting on Razuvious to run to you. And so now we'll just continue the VOD to watch that happen. He swivels, as you can see, by just holding right click and turning the character. Razuvious runs at him and gets here. When Razuvious arrives, you will then spam the same macro you used to mind control. The mind control macro will cast mind control, and then you can continue to spam push that button, which will also activate Taunt. It will activate Shield Wall. It will target Razuvious, and it will turn on auto attack. So your mind control keybind and macro is a spammable one-button tool for this fight. As you can see here, the mind control lands, he spins, Razuvious gets to him, and then you are going to see, once the taunt goes out, the weak aura will show the taunt icon, and then the remaining duration of that taunt. So now, this mob is currently tanking Razuvious, has him taunted, and will have him taunted for 20 seconds. The next thing that is going to happen at this point is the current priest controlling this mob will run this mob backwards towards the wall and out of line of sight. And now we'll just continue the video to watch that movement happen. He's backpedaling the mob, totally fine to do so. Into position, perfect. At this point, this moon, this first mob, no longer needs to be moved. It no longer needs to do anything special other than stand right there. Healers, it has shield wall up. It will only tank the boss one time. You do not have to worry about healing Moon either. So healers, continue to maintain LOS positioning approximately right here so that you can heal our tanks and also the future mind control mob. But for now, we have guys standing here tanking Razuvious, Razuvious here, Razuvious is facing this way, and our healers are in this location. And all this is perfect. We have 15 seconds on the taunt left. Let's continue the video. Now what you'll see is I'm still watching that same timer. Everything is great here. And now, when the timer gets to approximately 8 seconds, a priest should be winding up mind control. The second priest should be winding up mind control on one of these marks, either circle, diamond, or triangle. Any of them is fine, but the second priest is holding one of these three mobs. So, just to recap here, Roix is the one that started the fight. He's up against the wall here, and he's controlling this mob. In this example, I'm just going to use Jaja Helio. Let's say Jaja Helio is the second priest. Jaja Helio is going to be standing right here, directly on top of Roix, and he's going to wind up mind control on one of these mobs once taunt is at 8 seconds. So this taunt debuff at 8 seconds, that is your cue to start winding up mind control on one of the 3 available ads. So now let's just continue the video. We'll leave these markers in place just to illustrate what's happening. Now we'll continue the video. So here's 8 seconds. The mind control cast should be going out now. It lands. Perfect. So this is great. So now you'll see here where we have this mob is still here. Razuvious is still here. He's still facing this way. The priests are still here. And now we have a new mind control mob, right? This mind control mob is going to walk in and stand right here at an approximate 90-degree angle. And so what's going to happen is this mind control is going to land. You're going to see it's on Hailson. He's going to walk over here at 90 degrees. And when he gets to right here, he's going to immediately press taunt. We still have 7 seconds. He's got plenty of time. And so as you can see here, here's the 90-degree angle approximately. And then when he gets here, he's going to taunt. This automatically positions Razuvious, and it allows those healers that are standing here, they can now heal the triangle mob. Okay? So let's just watch this how it plays out. So now I'm showing right here, 90-degree angle. Triangle's going to move over. He's immediately moved way too close, right? This is already way too close to the mob. You need to stand at a good distance away, 90-degree angle, and taunt from where I'm currently standing. And so he moves too close, and then as you'll see, he's starting to back up, but now the taunt is fading. So then taunt still hasn't been casted, and he is going to then turn and one-shot Hacksack because Hacksack is top threat. So whenever you don't taunt fast enough, this is what happens, right? And so all this is a snowball effect from the priest moving way too close, then having to backpedal, and then not pressing the taunt fast enough. But if that would have come a little bit quicker, this would have been perfect. There's Roex here, there's Razuvious, the taunt happened at 90-degree angle, the taunt debuff is up, and now healers are in position to now heal this guy. So everything is good here, minus the late taunt causing Hacksack to die. It is at this point, now Roex, this is Hailson, and this is Roex. So now Roex is going to hit the escape key on his keyboard, and that will instantly break this mind control. I will then pick up this mob. I will pick up this mob and tank it. Roex, meanwhile, he drops this guy, and then he'll go ahead and target another NPC, such as Circle or Diamond, which does not have the debuff, and prepare it as the next mind control unit. So let's just continue the video here. So now it's on the ad. I'm going to pick up this guy, and you'll see with the weak aura, one, you can see the taunt. That's one weak aura. And the second weak aura, you can see this icon, which means he cannot be mind controlled. If you see that mind exhaustion on the nameplate, you'll know he cannot be mind controlled. So now, Roex just broke this one. He can't be mind controlled. Hailson has this one, and it has taunt up. So Roex should be mind controlling this mob or this mob. Next, when the taunt debuff is at 8 seconds. So let's just continue to let this play out. I'm taking this one out of the way, and then we have a break here. Now, whether this was a heartbeat, whether he hit escape, whether he fat-fingered something on his keyboard, we don't know. But what we do know is we have an early break here. In this situation, the priest needs to instantly grab Circle, move him into position, or Diamond, one of the free mobs, move them into position, and instantly taunt. This attempt goes to shit, so we're going to move forward to our actual kill attempt, and then we can watch that back. Okay, so once again, you'll just see here from the top, In real time now, Mind Soothe, slide down wall, cast Mind Control. Mind Control lands, he swivels, doesn't move, stays still, turns around, spams the macro, Taunt shield wall goes out, he drags him into position. Razuvious is now in position here. And I'm showing, once again, where we need people to be standing. So this position is incorrect, right? We need you at a 90-degree angle. Once again, not in the correct position. Healers here, they can't heal you through the wall. You need to be out here at a 90-degree angle. And I'm just showing with my positioning where to stand, right here. Right? Now this mind control, it happened too early. As you can see, this taunt debuff is at 14 seconds, and we already have this mob being mind controlled. So that is too early. We need the mind control to be going out at the 8-second mark. Once again, we get some strange early break. I'm not exactly sure what's going on here, but we do get the Razuvious ultimately back under control and in position as it's beating on our tanks. We have people that are lip AoE taunting to hold it back. These mobs get picked up, and then we have a taunt to go out. And now from here, you can see where we currently have Circle, or rather we have Moon as a debuff, Triangle has a debuff, Diamond is eligible to tank. So now the priest should go ahead and have a Diamond targeted. We're past this 8-second mark, but at this point, right, you have Diamond targeted, waiting on the taunt timer. The taunt timer gets to 8 seconds. You cast, it should be landing now. You stand directly on top of Circle at this 90-degree angle, and then hit Taunt immediately. Once again, Taunt's a little late there. Could have got someone one-shot, but it was an improvement over the previous attempts. And now, once the Taunt gets swapped over, you can go ahead and hit the escape key to break your mind control, and then get ready for the next one. As you can see, Moon is now free. Once again, Moon's debuff has worn off, so now we should go ahead and start winding up a mind control on Moon. It lands, you stand directly on top of Diamond, hit the taunt, and it's up. Now, Diamond person can hit escape to drop theirs. I'm going to grab it, and we're just watching the nameplates to see which one is eligible next. As you'll see, the debuff disappears right here on Triangle, so it's eligible. But I think also the debuff disappears on Circle as well. Yep, Circle is now available at 8.8 seconds. Start winding it up on Circle. Triangle is also available as another option. Circle lands, move it over, hit taunt. Perfect. So by the end, we had pulled it together and did a good job. And this is with Roix dying as well. So I feel like we started to figure it out by the end of the run. And it was getting better, for sure. Let me just very quickly, before I end the video, see if I can quickly pull up the OK Booner run and have that streamed. Alright, and I'm back, and I have the OK Booner VOD here for you guys to quickly take a look at. Same exact strategy, same approach, same everything, but here is a successful one-shot attempt, and essentially how it should look. Now, small disclaimer, there are a few late taunts, a few small issues, but for the most part, this goes pretty well. But it just to, I just want to reiterate kind of the exact strategy. As you can see, he has Mind Soothe. Here is the priest. The priest is now about to slide down the wall, stopping approximately here and casting the mind control. So we'll continue the VOD. Mind Soothe, running down the wall, max range, mind control, Swivel, do not move, do not run at Razuvious. Swivel, let him come to you. You're now spamming the one button, mind control, target, auto attack, taunt, shield wall, all in one button. You're just continuing to repeatedly mash that button. The taunt goes out here. Now he is going to drag the mob backwards, out of line of sight and into position. And then once the mob is in position and there's 8 seconds, the next mind control is going to be casted approximately here. You're going to move to a 90-degree angle, and then you are going to press taunt. So the mob is up against the wall here-ish, Razuvious is here, and then you're taunting from here. So just quickly resume the VOD. He runs it a little too close to the wall here. I wish it would have been more over here, but this is doable. And so as you can see, adds here, Razuvious is here. The second mob was mind controlled a bit early. You want to wait until about the 8-second mark. So he does it a bit early, but he's going to move it into position. As you can see, we've now created our kind of scuffed 90-degree angle. Original mob here, Razuvious here, mob coming in 90-degree angle. You're waiting on this to be down to about 1 second, and then you're pressing the taunt button. So he taunts at like 8 seconds. That was early, but the general positioning is correct, right? Up against the wall, add Razuvious, new mind control. And now as a DPS player, we're going to swivel here in a moment just to make sure that we're behind this new ad. And now 8 seconds should start winding up the mind control on the next mob that doesn't have the debuff on their nameplate. Move it into position, stacked directly on top of this new spot, and then taunt goes out. Now the previous mob that just finished up his job, he can hit escape to drop his mind control. And then go ahead and grab the next. As you can see there, that is a much better timing here. You can see 8 seconds. He's grabbing the new one now. Winding down. 3, 2, and then new taunt. Now, the one that just finished his job is hitting escape. And then he's waiting for the 8-second mark to grab the next. So he's dropped the old one. 8 seconds comes. He's picking up his new one. And then he's getting ready to taunt. This is the issue where we get a little bit late. And so this fades. We don't have a taunt. As you can see, it's going to Maul. Maul is basically top threat here. He's on target to target. He smartly either lips. Well, he probably lipped and someone else love-fooled as well. So we get the love-fool down. And then the taunt goes out. So a great love-fool usage by someone there to create a buffer. Maul also most likely lipped as well to stay alive. But really we shouldn't have got into this position. And it all happened because the first mind control and the first taunt were very, very early. As you can see here, the fight just starts. It's 11 seconds left. He already has the mob fully controlled, which means he was basically casting mind control almost on pull. You always want to wait to cast your mind control until this taunt is at 8 seconds. You want to move to the 90-degree angle, and then you want to press the taunt button as this is expiring around the 1 to 2 second mark. In this case, he does it here at about 7.5 seconds. So the taunt there is early, but again, the positioning is great. This guy's up against the wall. He's tucked Razuvious out of line of sight. He's taunting from the 90-degree angle. That should cover the review, but again, if you guys have questions, if there's anything unclear, if you need the weak auras for the taunt or the mind exhaustion on nameplates, if you need the macro, the one button, do all macro, any and all things, let me know. Otherwise, if this was helpful and you've got it, let me know in that case as well. And with that, we're going to wrap up the video, but we'll keep our fingers crossed for the upcoming Razuvious skills.